doing it in their lives, that also hata wewe, whatever you are going through, whatever season that you find yourself in, that you should not give up, that you should not throw in the towel, because he's got you, and he's got you covered, and you will also come out of it victorious. And that is what we do right here on Tuesdays, one day at a time. That is the segment as we bring people to share those stories of encouragement, stories of hope, stories that inspire us as well to take one day at a time. And today is no different. So you can be part of the show, part of the conversation. Hope TV Kenya, we are live across our social media platforms. We are live on TikTok, we are live on YouTube, and so you can interact with us as well. And so right about now, allow me to welcome our guest who will be sharing with us his story. And I know by the time we are ending this conversation, you will be inspired. You will be encouraged as well. So karibu sana, Kevin.
Asante sana, nashukuru.
Uko sawa?
Kabisa.
It's good to see you.
Nice to be here.
And thank you. You know, being a morning, a weekday, you being here at 8, it has called for a lot of sacrifices here and there. Yeah. And so for that, we don't take it for granted. Thank you so very much. Yeah, for the purpose of our viewer, and also even me, because we've just met, a brief introduction of who Kevin is.
Yes, Kevin is a young man from a village called Oteri Abuga.
Oteri
Abuga. From Nyaribari, Kisii County. Yeah, I was brought up in a family of 5. I'm the firstborn. My father is called Bernard, Begi, and my mother is Damakrin, Kerubo. Yeah. Yes, I've been struggling for my life.
Yes.
It is a privilege to be here.
Karibu.
I want to say thank you.
Karibu.
Thank you for hosting me.
And it's a privilege also to be here, and even accepting to come and share your story with us. Let's go back to Nyaribari, as you call it.
Yes.
How was the upbringing, growing up? How was it?
I've grown with a family, with a father who is not a father. He's not a dad.
Yes.
He's a father. Yeah. He taught me how to be independent of myself.
Yes, yes.
He started by taking me to a school, and then doing what others do.
Okay.
Not taking me to a disability school.
School.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was even in a boarding school. That was a privilege there when I went to a boarding school.
Yes.
I used to wash my clothes. I used to wake up, brush my shoes, do everything by myself.
Yes.
With no help. Yeah.
All right. Let's go to, before now even we get to how you are now able to do all these things and the role your father played and your parents.
Okay.
How did you find, you don't have your arm?
I grew up with the village, in the village,
yes,
where we had friends, we were interacting. I didn't see myself that I'm disabled.
No.
We used to play with them. They didn't see me as a different. So that's when I coped up.
Yes.
But when I get to standard 6, that's when I realized that I'm disabled. That's now when I go somewhere, I find people looking at me, trying to understand who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when the time.
That's at standard 6.
Yeah.
But from the time you were born up to standard 5, you were okay?
Yeah, I was okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see any difference. I didn't even ask how I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
What happened and everything?
No, I didn't. Yes.
Was it because of the friends that you had, the support from the family, that you felt like, maybe I'm a normal child?
Yes, I was a normal child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that's when my grandmother started telling me the story, how I was born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, would you share how that story that your show was telling you how you were born?
Yes.
Yeah.
My grandmother, we used to be so close before.
Grandmas they are beautiful.
Yeah.
They are awesome people. Yeah.
She's
yeah.
Right. Yeah. He used to tell me, can you carry jembe? That's when I was in class 6.
Yes.
From when I was a toddler,
Yeah.
I used to do those things that they do because I emulate them. Then it come a time when she had to tell me how I was born. Then when I was born, that's her telling me.
Yeah.
When I was born,
Yeah.
I was brought at home without a hand.
So you were brought at home without a hand.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So when I asked her where the hand,
Yeah. What happened?
yeah,
Yes.
she told me I was born like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you were born without the hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
yes.
she used to encourage me and tell me, how are you going to cope with this life? You know, she was old, and she used to tell me that you have to be independent of yourself. Nobody will cook for you.
Yeah.
Nobody will wash for you. You have to do it.
Yeah.
So I had to practice that. That's when I started doing my own practice.
Yeah.
Then I adapted.
Yeah.
I had to try new things every day, every time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And let's start now from that point that you were saying you had not even realized that that you are a normal kid. What was carrying you? Was it the words that people were saying?
No,
Yeah.
the village where I come from, they used to see me as a normal person.
No,
They didn't see me as a disabled
person.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were so friendly. They were even calling me sweet names.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How important is that, especially for someone at that level, at that age even? How important is that in terms of building their confidence, helping them with their self-esteem and coping with life?
It's a very important. It's a very important way.
Yeah.
Because one, someone feels appreciated.
Yes.
They see you as their own. So I had to, from myself,
Yeah.
I had to cope with the way I was. And I saw that I was in safe hands because their parents,
Yeah.
the society within,
Yeah.
I was very lucky.
Yeah.
Yes.
To belong to such a community.
Yes.
Because one of the biggest challenge that we have when it comes to matters, disability and others is stigma. So you are seen as an outcast.
Yes.
People. Number one, it starts at home, and it starts with the parents or even the siblings. One, they don't want to associate with you. Two, they want to hide you because you're bringing a bad, bad omen, all those things that are not true, of course.
Yeah.
So so you finding such love, a place to belong, it must have made you who you are today.
Yes, it contributed.
Yeah.
But when I was out of my village here, you see people, you walk, they look at you. They look at you for the longest time. You even wonder why.
Why,
You can
yeah.
cannot even walk
No.
in a way. So, but I had to put that negative out
Yeah.
and move on. Yes.
And I'm trying to imagine, and this is you now. I want you to talk to us and the people and the community and the world out there, that when you see a disabled person, it's not appropriate to even gaze at them.
Yeah.
Just let them be.
Yeah, there are those who love. Yeah.
Not just looking.
Yeah, they just love.
Yeah.
Look at him. But with the guidance of my parents, they used to tell me, you have to focus what you want. So even if for me trying to kala jembe, go to shamba, dig, I had to do it because I have a future for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the good thing is that you saw it as them helping you.
Yeah.
And
They helped me a lot.
being independent.
Yeah.
How though, take us back, allow me to take you back. How easy or how hard was it?
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard coping with it. Yeah, the first time when I started washing my own clothes, I was in class 4. That's when I started washing my own clothes.
Yeah.
I did struggle. I washed my clothes, but they were not clean. Yeah. But there come a time
Yeah.
when I said nobody should wash my clothes. Nobody.
Wow.
I have to do it on my own.
Yeah.
And I used to buy white clothes. I didn't want the scarred one.
Well,
I was white clothes.
Yeah.
That's when I would know that I have done something.
a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when. That's what I did. Yes.
And you did that from that time that you were young up until now that you, including you're saying that you went even to a boarding school.
Yes.
How was it in a boarding school?
I adapted. I don't know how I adapted, but I
Yeah.
had to. I had to adapt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the first school I went, they were wearing short-sleeved shirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when the new environment, you have to. I had to wear a long
Long-sleeved
sleeve so
shirt.
that some people cannot look at you. There are students who look at you.
Yeah.
So the first time it was short-sleeved, and it was in Nyambaria Boys, and I had to adapt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, just look at me.
Yeah.
You will cope with me and we will be friends. That's what I started like that. Yeah.
And the good thing is that now when you're in such a school or environment, they become now your friends, and
Yeah.
they now don't see your disability.
Yes.
They see you as, as a human being, who you are, and you can play with them, I believe.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did. I did play with them.
But
But when I was there, they used to tell me, let me wash your clothes. Somebody will come and offer himself. But I had made my own stand that nobody should wash my clothes. I should wash myself so that I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. That's what I did.
So you did not want anyone
No.
to help you so
No.
that it's not out of, pity.
Yeah.
You want to do it yourself because you want to be independent.
Yes, in another way, I look at when you want to help me, I see that you are degrading me. You are just
It's a form of stigma.
you are looking me down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can do this.
Yeah.
When you're carrying even a chair from and you want to carry for me, I see that you don't want me to carry that I'm not supposed to be to belong.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
That's funny because it's double. Let me say it's double-edged.
Yeah.
Because maybe their friends, they are genuine.
Yeah.
Hata hawakuoni anything. They just want to help.
Okay.
But then again, there are others, indeed, as you are saying, they just want to help because they feel, huyu hawezi. So let me help them.
Yeah.
But so even in terms of desks, whatever in school, you wanted.
I wanted to do my own.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some effort.
Tried.
Let's talk about your strong mindset.
Okay.
Because for you to be able to do what you have been able to do and achieve,
Okay.
it calls for a lot of strong mindsets.
Yeah.
So what has really helped you to develop that?
When I was young, I used to hide my hand. I didn't want people to see.
Yeah.
But my dad, my grandmother used to decide. They used to beat me about that.
Yeah.
They say, no, that is who you are.
Yeah.
You cannot change who you are. You just have to be who you are.
Yeah.
Walk with that. And they used to buy me clothes which are short sleeve. That's when I adapted. I had to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when I had to put my stand that I should do what.
I'm listening to you, and I see the importance of confirmation and affirmation from your parents,
Yeah.
regardless of where you are or what you are. Because for you, the reason why you came out in a very strong way was because of the strong affirmation and confirmation that you are receiving from your parents, as opposed to others, they want to pamper you.
Yeah.
They want to take you as,
Yeah,
a
they want
unique
to hide
child.
me.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
No. And for you, you are grateful for that.
Yeah, I'm very grateful. Yeah, I walk around and see people who are trying to hide their children about that.
Yeah.
But it's not feeling well. I had to. That's when they took me to school. I had to say I have to do something so that I can have a future to help them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And You went to school, went to the boarding school that is high school.
Yeah.
And then after that you.
Yes, but I went to two schools, Nyambaria Boys. Then I transferred to Rio Kindo. That's when I did my Form 4.
Okay.
Yes.
And tell us now the transition from Kisii, Nyeribari to Nairobi. How did you find yourself in Nairobi?
Okay.
Yeah.
My parents used to tell me, what focus for what you want. So I had to. That was the mindset from the first beginning.
Focusing on what you want.
Yes.
So what did you want before you even transition?
I wanted to go to a big school, like Nyambaria Boys and Rio Kindo Boys. The first time,
That was the focus.
that was the focus. I did my KCPE, and I was not lucky to join those schools.
Yes.
I went to Moi Gesusu. But in the midterm of the second year, the Form 2, I transferred to Nyambaria Boys. That's when I wanted to be in Nyambaria Boys. Yeah, that's when I started their Form 2, and then I transferred from there to Rio Kindo. Then from Rio Kindo, I was privileged to have an uncle who was a deputy. He helped me a lot.
Yeah.
He used to tell me, you cannot even go home. In a holiday, you have to go to my house and be there. So I used to, I saw that these people are very loving.
Yeah.
They gave me an opportunity. Then from there, I did my KCSE. Then I had a B minus. I went to join University of Nairobi. That was my first university I wanted to join. And I was lucky I joined University of Nairobi.
University of Nairobi.
Yeah. It was on 2013. That's when I joined the University of Nairobi.
Yes.
I did my first year, second year. The school fees I was unable.
Yeah.
The funds were unable. Living in Nairobi was hard. That's when I had a friend who took me to Rangata, high rise.
Yes.
That's when he told me, just come be here. He had a Rito Kibanda where he sells beans, skuma wiki.
Yeah.
Then I had to go there. He told me, come and help. Just be there.
Yes.
Yeah, be sent, take something, I give you some 200 so that you can pay for your rent.
Yeah.
From there, he used to tell me, don't do that. Yeah, carrying heavy things. He told me, no. I said, no, I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how to carry. I have to. Then he could look at me and say, okay, just do it. And I can do it. And tell me, what do you want to do next? I'm telling you, I want to cut those curls there. The skuma wiki.
Skuma wiki.
Yeah.
You want how to cut?
Yeah.
Yes.
They were looking at me, all of them. How do I cut?
Yeah.
You know, that gaining that confidence. You know, this is a new environment. How? You know, but I did it. Yeah, I did it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yes. I can cut skuma wiki, spinach, everything that it can be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can make chapatis for people. Yeah. I do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that is what now kept you going for that while.
Yeah. I had to do it
for how long did you do it at his?
for 2 years.
For 2 years.
Yes.
In his kibanda.
Yes.
Okay.
I had to stop school, go there, make some money.
Okay.
Then I went back to school.
So you are the one educating yourself?
For now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there are other siblings and they need money.
Yeah.
They have to be taken care of. So because I'm the firstborn, I have to do what is supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're even taking care of now your siblings, not just yourself, but also now your siblings.
We live with them. Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't want them to be in the village, so I had to tell them.
So once they finished school, they...
Yeah.
Okay.
Come, they come and stay with me.
You know, your story is astonishing, and the power of, self-belief, because in other worlds, it would have been vice versa. You being a burden to them,
Yeah.
you know, them supporting you. But here you are. You're sacrificing even your education for you to
I have to.
educate them.
I have to.
What drives you to, you know, because you say, I have to.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
My parents used to tell me you have to. So that is the theme.
So that is what stuck in
Yeah.
in you.
I have to do
Yeah.
that. Yes. And looking at the way, when I went, there was an exercise of registering those people with disability at our home village there.
Yes.
And when they were registering, I saw many people disabled now.
Yeah.
I didn't see myself as disabled, and I had to quit from the exercise.
Yeah.
Because there are people who need some help, more help than me.
Then you.
So I had to stop. I have to tell them, no, I'm not registering for disability.
Yeah.
I have to go. Yeah.
You know, I'm listening to you, Eric, and I'm astonished because they are young people, they are youth in this Kenya, Nairobi even specifically, because that is where we are.
Yeah.
And for them, they are able and all, with all their body parts and everything, body functioning, but everything. But wanasema hakuna kazi.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't believe in that. I believe you can do what you want for yourself and make money.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's all about self-drive.
Yeah. It is from your inner, inside you. When you put God first, you say, God, I want to do this. And I believe God has a way for it.
Yeah.
That's what keeps me going. Yes.
God has a way of making it come to pass. It may take time because, like you said, you went to university, but you had to drop out.
Yeah.
But still, that did not stop you.
Yeah.
That did not take you back. You know, wengine wangesema, wacha nirudi ushago, Nairobi kimeumana.
Yeah, that is the first time I tried to do something in Nairobi.
Yeah.
I used to be at home, and at home we have friends. I saw so many friends there who don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
They just sit.
Yeah.
And I was very discouraged about it. So I wanted to make some point and tell them. There is a friend that we used to work with him. He used to do nothing. And when the first time we were with him, I told him, no, we have to go to Mjengo.
Yeah.
And they said, no, we can't.
Yeah.
And I told him, wait and see. Then we went. I went to Mjengo.
Yeah.
He just, when we are there, we arrived at Mjengo. For the first time, he went back. But I did it.
You did it?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I was even given a test. How can you do this?
Yeah. At the Mjengo, at the site.
At the site.
Yeah.
But I told them, let me do it.
If I don't
send
deliver,
me away.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I don't do something,
it's okay.
Yeah. They even liked me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because now you're giving your all. You're doing it with...
I do it what I think this I must do it. Even if it is difficult, I have to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see, that is the mindset that some of us don't have. Because for us, we have, unless I'm employed, hakuna kazi.
No,
unless it's, what, 5-figured salary, hakuna kazi. So you must, for you, listening to you, you must do what you have to do.
Yes. Before I reach there, I have to do what
it's a process.
Yeah.
So this process, you start with one step.
You have to transition.
Before you...
You have to transition from, like a school when you go class 1, class 2. I have to do that. Yeah, because I believe I can't go. I'm the firstborn. I can't go and ask my parents, I need some money. I need to buy some clothes. I need to do what? I can't do that. So I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if they tell me there is some money here, I tell them, no, I have some money. So what you do?
Yeah.
Help the young ones. Yeah.
Well, Eric, well, you are a special breed. Because mpaka mzazi unamwambia don't help. We saidia.
Yeah.
So and so.
He knows. Yeah. When I'm broke, kabisa, that's when.
That's the only time.
That is the only time.
Yeah.
When I see there is no option. Yeah.
You have tried everything na kimekata.
Yeah, I've tried and I mekata.
Yeah, that's the
when
only time.
Yeah.
Mm.
I even used to sell kahawa in Nairobi here with my brother.
Yes.
Yes. He was in Ranana school. So when the closing date for holiday, he comes. I was living in Rowakabet,
Yeah.
University of Nairobi. So we used to stay with him in the campus. So we had to say, how can we survive? We had to carry tea, kawa, we sell.
Round.
Yeah. Then we come back.
And that's 10 bob.
Yeah.
But you're not despising.
No, I can't. That's when
Because the challenge I feel now with us young people and all is that we are despising these, small amounts and everything.
I know this small amount is what makes you somebody.
Yeah.
It makes you, if you have 10 bob today, 10 bob tomorrow, at the end of the month you will have something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Eric Omori, he is our guest this morning.
Okay.
Living beyond limits is what we are looking at this morning. Are we not inspired? Are we not encouraged? I told you, by the time we are finishing this story, you will be encouraged as well. And you can send in any clarity, any questions you could be having. Let's talk. I love it that he doesn't ask for help from anyone. Not unless aone sasa kimeumana kabisa, all options are gone and things are not working out. That's the only time he calls out for people to help. So stick around. We take a short commercial break. We are coming back to continue with this amazing conversation.
Welcome to the world of Hope Media, a media unit of Christ is the Answer Ministries that is committed to spreading the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ through the transformative power of media. Hope Media is dedicated to utilizing various forms of media to spread the message of hope, love, and redemption to all people around the world. Hope Media consists of various units that work together to achieve this goal. These units include Hope FM. Hope FM is your #1 Christian radio station offering you discussions on current day-to-day issues, inspiring music, life-changing sermons, and news updates, broadcasting 80% in English and 20% in Swahili, with listenership of over 12 million every month. Hope TV. Hope TV programming is designed to inspire, educate, and challenge the viewer with wholesome content to reach various demographic groups, children, youth, and adults, both male and female, with viewership of over 24 million every month. Hope Recording Studios. Hope Recording Studios is a state-of-the-art recording facility that offers high-quality recording, mixing, and mastering services. It is designed to meet the needs of musicians, artists, and other creative professionals who require top-notch recording facilities. Hope Creative. At Hope Creatives, we believe that inspiring graphic design work doesn't just happen. It takes the right people with wild, out-of-the-box ideas committed to the same ideals, working together to make it happen. We listen, we learn, we brand. Hope Digital. Hope Digital is a creative digital unit within Hope Media. We are driven by a passion to creatively express ourselves while influencing you with the same creative energy in online spaces and beyond. At Hope Media, we believe that media can be a powerful tool for spreading the message of hope as well as grow your business through advertisements. And we do this with excellence. For more information regarding our services, please visit www.hopemediakenya.org or call us on 0709 861 180. Hope Media. We keep hope alive. Hope TV is where you look and live, with an excellent selection of the best Christian programming consisting of local and international content, of inspirational stories, talk shows, Bible commentary, youth, health shows, children entertainment, contemporary gospel music, extended times of worship, live broadcast, news, movies, drama, Christian ministry programs, and so much more. Hope TV is another quality service from Christ is the Answer Ministries with over 45% of authentic and credible local content every week. Hope TV is a sister station to Hope FM, Kenya's leading Christian radio station with footprints across the country. Tune in to Hope TV, where you look and live. You know we can't forget them. And neither can you. Enjoy all-time classics every Thursday at 11 a.m.
Hope are done right here at Hope TV, where you look and you live. And we are having the segment, the One Day at a Time segment. And this morning we are hosting Eric, and he's inspiring us, challenging us, and also encouraging us. And welcome back, Eric. Any question you could be having, get in touch with us across our social media platforms as well. You can get us on WhatsApp. Let's pick it up from the biashara that your friend introduced you to, and how far have you gone? How is the biashara, and any challenges?
Yeah, there's a lot of challenges. One, when people come, they want the vegetables.
Yes.
When they look at you, they say, "No, give me and go and cut for myself." And then I feel so bad.
Yeah.
I feel so bad. But I don't talk to them.
Yeah.
That's one of the challenges.
Yeah.
That's I know they look down. How? But
But
there are those. When my friend is there, he usually tells them, "Let him cut," and they love it.
Yeah.
And they now come. They are now confident. They talk. Yeah. There's a little boy there who the mother comes always.
Yeah.
She then say, the boy says, "Mom, wacha tuombee yule mtu mwenye kuna mkono mmoja."
Wow.
Every night.
Yeah.
That's the boy.
Yeah.
I like that boy. Yeah, so much. And I appreciate it.
Yeah.
When I was told about how they pray for me, and then Brian told me about this.
Yeah.
And I was very lucky. I saw that I should put God first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the boy too just came and he was like, "Now you are friends."
Yeah.
Yeah. We pray for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We usually do that. Yes.
Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. So encouraging as well. When you know that there are people who care.
Yeah.
There are people who have genuine love.
When I cut them the vegetables and the people that are there waiting, others are waiting, I feel good. I feel I should do more.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you see now when you do it, it's against all odds.
Yeah.
So wako pale tu wanapigwa na
they
mshangao.
look at me.
He's
even if they come with their retro children.
Yes.
And they look at how he cuts. They are astonished, but I feel that it is good for them.
Yeah.
Because it will encourage them.
You encourage them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that for you are.
Yeah. I have already adapted. Yeah. So I have to show that there's no limit.
Yeah.
Yes.
You told us that you were in university, but then again you had to drop off because of fee challenges and all. How far are you able to go back? How far have you gone?
I was lucky. I was given. I had to register for disabled. I was given a loan from disabled people.
Yes.
I had to go back to school. And there's a friend of my father who helped me pay some fees. Now the challenge is about accommodation. So I have to do the module 2 from the university. That is evening classes. So I have to wake up at 3, go to the market, get the vegetables, go do the work from the morning up to 5. Then go to class by 5:30. Till 8. So there's a guy who we work with, so I have to leave him there. I go class, then I come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not easy balancing all those.
It's challenging when you go and find traffic.
Yeah.
I have to walk.
Mm.
Yeah. There's some time when you find there's no business, which is not going well.
Yeah.
I have to trek from my rise to the UN.
Yeah.
And then back. Yes.
What keeps you going?
Because I want to achieve something.
Yeah.
Yes. I look at some people, they say these people struggle to get where they are. So I have to do on my own path, and I have to make my own story.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to create your own story.
Yes.
I love that. And you mentioned something to do with the focus. And so still, despite the toughness, despite the tough journey, despite all that you have gone through, or you are going through, you have not lost the focus that you have.
Yeah. But you find so many people discouraging you.
In between.
Yeah.
From the time you begin to the time the realization of the focus comes to pass, so many of us, we drop off hapa katikati.
You try.
Yeah.
You have to try.
Yeah.
There's a difficulty, but you have to try. Like when going to class, finding that there are people talking. There are friends you talk to.
Yeah.
But I don't have many friends in school. But
No.
Yeah. Because they look at me, I don't know. But my mind tells me that they don't believe that I should be there.
Wow.
That's what my mind tells me.
Yeah.
But I told myself I have to do it because I need to have this degree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What are you pursuing?
BCom, Bachelor of Commerce.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is what you're pursuing.
Yes.
And you will pass with flying colors, I can tell you.
I hope so.
You know, during that graduation, what a shtuka,
Yeah.
you know, because of that favor that God has already granted you. Let's talk to parents, because your story is so encouraging and inspiring at the same time, because even as you have shared with us the story of the kids who come to the kibanda and they see you do what you do, and they're excited, they want to pray for you, pray with you and all. What's your message to parents, and especially parents with children with disability?
Parents.
Yeah.
Parents, they are the backbone of their children. The child is yours. You have to take care of him.
Yeah.
Don't hide the child. Don't despise the child. You know, there are other parents who despise them. They saw that they see that you cannot do something.
Yeah.
But if the parents encourages these people with disability, they have to do it.
Yeah.
They will do amazing things.
Yeah.
Yes.
The government, because the government plays a key role as well in ensuring some of these things are implemented, especially for people with disabilities.
Yeah, the government, they say it on paper, and it's being done on big, let's say, on towns. Yeah, but when you go on the village, you find there are so many people with disability. They don't even have those disability certificates.
Yeah.
Because they have no information.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. So they need to do more,
Yeah.
And especially empower the county at the county level.
Yeah.
Because there are so many people, with disabilities who are in the mashinani. They cannot be able to, all of them, access what's happening in Nairobi.
Yeah. They cannot.
Yeah. And the place of God, because He's our helper. So for you, that place of
I always read
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 6. Yeah, it also encourages me.
Yeah.
In everything you do, put God first.
Put God first.
Yes.
Yeah. And He's the one who is able.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe when I see you looking down at me, I see that God will not look down at me.
No.
If God had to look down on me, I would not be alive.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the encouragement I have.
Amen.
Yes.
And He has a purpose for your life.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
Yeah.
If there's no purpose, I wouldn't be alive.
Amen.
Yes.
Yeah. That's profound. If He didn't have a purpose for you,
Yeah.
you would not.
You
be
will not
alive.
be there.
Yeah. But now, because so long as you're alive and kicking,
Yeah. I have to.
you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking at your life, let's say even 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? Where do you see Eric?
Yes. It's so difficult to say.
Yeah.
But
The future.
For now,
Yeah.
for now, I want to finish school.
Okay.
That's
That's
my
the main
aim.
goal now. Yeah.
Even if I have sort of school fees,
Mm.
but I believe by the end of next year, I will
Yeah.
be able to graduate
Mm.
by next year,
Yeah.
so that I can have a job.
Mm.
And I want to do a job
Yeah.
where I can be able to help those people with disability.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have also dreams of having that become a support system to them that are.
I need to form a club,
Yeah.
a home club from the village
Yeah.
grounds.
Yeah. A parent is listening to us this morning, or a viewer, and they want maybe to get a disability card. Is it easy? How is the process?
It's so difficult to get it.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to school, when I was looking for school fees, I had to go and find the disability. The first time we were given ID cards, and now they are no longer working. Now you have to apply for the certificate, which you have to go for e-citizen, you have to go to the hospital, and even in Nairobi, there are specific hospitals. You cannot go to another hospital.
Yeah.
You have to go to Mbagati, and then you cannot go to another hospital. If you go to Mbagati, you have to pay some amount, which you will then accessed. After assessed, you will be told to go to Nyayo House. So there's a process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
And
do
it's tedious.
Yeah, it's a tedious process.
Yes.
And so you realize so many people, because of the process being tedious and a painful process,
Yeah.
they decide to forego.
Yeah,
What's the ideal process for you? If you are told, Eric, how would you want this process to be?
I believe that we have chiefs. Chiefs are the closest people with the village, in the villages.
In the village, yes.
So chiefs should be empowered.
Yeah.
They know, they identify, they know the villagers, they know people who are disabled, and they have to help them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We use through the chiefs,
Yeah.
so that it will be easier for them, for the government to know
Yeah.
they are the accurate people with disability.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we bring it to a close, what would be your message to people with disability, and how do they take it one day at a time?
People with disability,
Yeah.
you have to accept who you are.
Acceptance.
You have to accept. The first thing you have to is to accept. Nobody should look down at you. You are able to do what people can do. You have to accept. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Eric, you can do what other people can be able to do.
Yes.
What a story. Thank you, Eric.
Come.
I'm encouraged, and I still remember the role of a parent.
Yeah.
Because you are who you are today because of your parents.
Yeah. They support.
They supported you.
Yeah. They don't even treat you like a child with a disability.
No.
Yeah. They treat you equal as
Other
as the
children.
children. That's the encouragement you get.
Yeah.
If they can be able to treat me like other children,
Yeah.
so I have to do this. That's when it comes in you. Yes.
I love that, because the misconception that some parents have is that we now need to take, extreme care and pamper this child.
No. If you pamper them, they will be so lazy. They won't do.
They will not be independent.
Yeah. They
And
won't
so that means that
they won't even attempt to do something.
Yeah.
If you have a child with no legs,
Yeah.
and you say that he can't walk, he can walk.
Yeah.
He has his own way how he can adapt to walk. Yes.
The only difference is the way we walk and the way they walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the difference. But the person with disability will not see that difference.
Yeah.
He will try it out to know how to walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
So we need to support them.
Yes.
Wow, thank you. We need to call it a day. How can we connect with you? Yeah, maybe somebody is watching and saying, I need to connect with that gentleman.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how to connect. I have my Facebook page.
Yes.
I am called Daktari Kevin.
Daktari Kevin.
Sharing.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So wakikutafuta kwa mtandao watakupata.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's why
we can be able to connect with you.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome. Thank you for hosting me.
Thank you for accepting to come and just, share with us your story. And your story is indeed a story of hope. It's a story of encouragement. It's a story of when parents support their child, who they can turn out to be.
Yeah, they can be so great.
You are great already.
I've not yet achieved.
You are not yet there.
Yes.
But imagine already, whatever you've been able to achieve thus far,
Yeah.
you have achieved a lot. And of course, God has greater plans for you, and you will be able to shine.
Yeah.
And as you said, even that club that you want to start,
Yeah.
God will enable you. He will connect you with the right people, and you will be able to conquer. So thank you so very much.
Thank you.
And may God establish you. May He do great things for you and also through you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
All right. Thank you so much as well for tuning in to today's episode, One Day at a Time. This morning, we were hosting Eric. Living Beyond the Limits is what we have been discussing. And I know, I promised you, by the time we are ending, you will be challenged, inspired, and also encouraged. And I know that is what has happened to you. So thank you so very much. And God willing, we'll be doing this again tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Being Wednesday, it's all about the Christian Walk segment. From me, George Gishoro, entire crew behind this production, they have made it a success. Asanteni sana. We wish you a blessed and a fruitful day ahead. Kutoka kwetu, kwaheri for now.